Hello, I'm Charles Yates, and I'm a member of Gloucester Filmmakers, and they have given me the task of making a short film on war memorials. So I've chosen to feature 4. 3 are in Cotswold villages, and the other is over there in the corner of Gloucester's Park. Now let's go over and have a closer look. This memorial was dedicated in 1925 and is made of Bath stone. It commemorates members of the Gloucestershire Regiment who fell in 2 great wars. On the obelisk is a sphinx, which is the regiment's emblem, which, together with the wearing of a hat-back badge, are honours awarded for battles bravely fought in Egypt in 1801. Soldiers who fell in the Korean War are also commemorated here, together with some civilian victims who died in an air raid in 1941. Now I remember that occasion very well, for bombs fell very close to my school, which is a little way over in that direction, while others fell between there and the park just over there. We're now going to Great Rissington. This is the church of St. John the Baptist in Great Rissington, which is just a little way south of famous Bourton-on-the-Water. Let's go into the churchyard. The sole family of this village suffered a most tragic loss in the First World War. 5 of their 6 sons perished. So let's go inside and see the memorial to them and their comrades. I'm going to move the banner so that we have a better view of the memorial. A villager tells me that when Annie Soule heard via the local gossip that she was now well off, having 5 pensions, she was so disgusted that she moved from the village, gave up her faith, and would never again stand for the national anthem. We're now moving to Colne Rogers, where something much happier awaits us. For years I've brought visitors along the Colne Valley from Bybury to near Cheltenham, and I never miss visiting this little Saxon church of St Andrews here in Colne Rogers. And I call here for 2 reasons. One is that there's almost always on the font a couple of jars of excellent marmalade, the proceeds of which go to the upkeep of the fabric of the church. And the other reason, well, I'll show you later. So let's go in. Well, bless my soul. There it is. And someone brought the empties back. But now for the real reason I've come here. And it's that. Villages where all their servicemen returned safely were known as thankful villages, and Colne Rogers is one such village. So there are all those that went to war, and all whom by God's great mercy returned safely. Now isn't that uplifting? Good, isn't it? Now to the Queen of the Cotswolds, Painswick. This is the weathercock on St Mary's Church, Painswick, and my Uncle Sidney jumped over it. My grandparents lived in Painswick, and they had 2 sons. One was my father, and the other was my Uncle Sidney. Now Uncle Sidney was my hero. He was fun and had a great sense of humour. and of course the weathercock was on the ground when he jumped over it. He emigrated to Canada, and at the outbreak of war volunteered for service in the Canadian Army, and was sadly killed in action on D-Day +5 near Caen in France. But Painswick didn't forget him. There is his name inscribed on their war memorial. So, war memorials. A sad, sad subject. Goodbye.